Hello. Welcome to the very first episode of this year. We're talking about purpose and vision. This is a shifted lifestyle with this Yama Joyce. And today I'm going to be talking about something that's so important to me. I actually wrote about it in my first book, which is called Purpose Your Map to Greatness. Um, when purpose is discovered, one of the things that happens is that the person goes on a journey, on a path to a great life. Now, you must discover your purpose because when you discover your purpose, you then tend to realize that there are so many things that has been preparing for you. There are a lot of things that had come on your way that had been on your path before, and you might not have understood the reason why all those things existed. Now, today we're going to be talking about purpose and vision and how it all ties into this whole, the whole ensemble of living a fulfilled life. What is purpose? Purpose is the premise for which something exists, the reason for an existence. When you know your purpose, when you have discovered your purpose, one of the things that happens is that you begin to understand that you are going somewhere and you understand that there are steps to go there. For example, every time you see a pen, we know that pens were made for writing. We know that cars were made for driving. So, if all those inanimate objects have purpose, what about your life? What about my life? Our lives were created to complete assignments here on this earth. God had a plan before He had you in mind. You fit into this whole picture, the big picture of what God was planning for this generation at this time. That's why He created you. Your life was supposed to fulfill a specific assignment. So, why should you not discover what you were created for? Why should you not discover why God made you? Why should you not discover why you were here? To have a purpose and to know that purpose is the greatest thing you can ever do for yourself. That's the greatest way to understand what it means to have a fulfilled life. You need to be guided by God. You need to be guided by the one who created this whole earth to understand why you're here. You are here to carry out an assignment. And once you discover that purpose, you become an effective tool in the hands of God. For example, when I know that a pen was created for writing, every time I need to write, what do? I use that pen. So it is with our lives. We have specific assignments, specific things that are just that only you can do. There are many things that your personality, the way you are, the way you speak, the way your body is, everything is a sign. It was created intentionally to fulfill a purpose. But most of us will never discover that purpose in this lifetime. Most of us will never really understand what that purpose is if we don't take time out to discover it. God called Abraham at the age of 75 into a life of purpose. Before the call, he was living a meaningless life. Without purpose, life becomes meaningless. Without a vision, life is not what it needs to be. The premise for which something exists is called purpose. There are many purpose identifiers, things that make you unique, characteristics that make you to be able to perform a specific task. For example, the eagle, it's a bird. And the way the eagle is shaped, the way the eyes, the characteristics, the way it flies, shows that the eagle can fly at certain altitudes because of the kind of assignment that it carries. Its wings were equipped. We talk about the vision of the eagle because these things are pertinent to the assignment that the ego was supposed to carry out. You have been wired, you have been created. You must understand that purpose. And it's understanding that purpose that brings you into a life of fulfillment. It's understanding that purpose that now gives you a vision of what you need to accomplish. So, how do I now become the person that I think I see? How do I now become the person that I know that God is calling me to be? How do I now become that person who fulfills that great mandate that God has placed on on the earth? How the first thing I must do, I must identify the tools that are already in me. We have already been wired. You've been wired to fulfill an assignment. You've been wired to fulfill a call. You've been wired to fulfill a destiny. And it's in that wiring that you understand your unique makeup. The Bible says that we are God's workmanship, created in Him to fulfill the plans and the purpose which He had already predestined for us to be before we came on the scene. There is something in you that your world is waiting for. There is something that you need to discover. You have a unique assignment here on earth. You were created to do great things. You were created to do great things. I'm going to repeat that again. You were created to do great things, but you must discover it. You must find it. What is it about me? Why am I special? Why am I here? Those are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Understanding these questions, understanding why you have had the experiences that you've had, shows you why God put you here on this earth. There is so much in you that you are yet to discover, but you must discover it for you to fulfill that purpose. So, three things we're going to talk about. I call it map trails to greatness. What is your purpose? What is your passion? And how do you deploy it in power? The first thing God said is that I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. I will make your name great and you will be a blessing. That was the words that were spoken over Abraham that brought him into a place of assignment. The prophetic words that have been spoken over you. And if you don't have any spoken words that have been spoken over you, you can begin to chart your own course by speaking over yourself what you want to see happen. I will make you a great nation. If no one has spoken that over you, you can speak it to yourself. I am a great nation. I was created for great things. I will do great things. There is something in me that God has placed here that is going to change the trajectory of my world. I was created for more. I was created for great things, and I will fulfill that assignment. The word great means to possess abilities. The word great means to be able to do things, to be able to be large in number, unusual, considerable degree of power, extreme degree of notable success. Greatness is a function of what you're accomplishing. Greatness is a function of you fulfilling the mandates that God has put on you. But we're going to talk about the five letters of the word great. G means growth. R is reasons. E is energy. A is acquired. T is treasure. How do I grow on my journey to greatness? Why am I doing what I'm doing? That's the reasons to talk about. The energy, what do I need to create an environment for myself that creates that energy that I need to fulfill the destiny? What do I need on this journey? What do I need to acquire? What treasures, what gifts, and what things are on the inside of me that I need to fulfill? Those are the things that we need to talk about on this journey to greatness. And then your passion, it means a deep concentration on something. You need passion to do great things. Passion will propel you to pursue purpose. Passion will make you do things even when you haven't acquired the strength that you need yet. You need passion to fulfill purpose. Passion will bring insights. Passion will bring forth deep revelation. Passion will help you continue on the path that you need to go to. Many caves were only discovered after a diligent and passionate search. Will you discover your caves? If you're passionate, you can and you will. But we must understand that the whole purpose of us coming into this journey of greatness is not really because we want to show the world, it's to fulfill an assignment, it's to get satisfaction from what it is that you're being called to do. Why must I become great? I was born to have dominion and live greatly. I am created in the image of God, and He's a great God. So I'm His offspring, so I must be great. I've been equipped with tools for greatness. My greatness will be a source of blessing to my generation. I will fulfill the call, I will fulfill the assignment that God has put on my life. Strategies for greatness. You must understand that your strategy is unique. Four things to think about when you're coming up with a strategy. You must have a vision. You must have the mission. You must create goals. Greatness is a journey, and you won't just get there, but you need to understand that it's little by little, precept by precept, reaching out and doing things day in, day out. That's the only way that you will discover what it is that you were created to do. So I'm going to leave you with this. Before you were formed, God knew you. God had a plan for you. God had strategies in place that He was going to put in you that was going to revolutionize your world. You cannot become anything unless you discover what you were created for. The earth awaits the manifestation of the sons of God. You are positioned for the top. You are God's tool for this end time. Remember, there is something in you that only you can discover. And then before I leave, I'm just gonna kind of talk about what this whole thing means. Isaiah 2 verse 2 says that the earth awaits the manifestations of the sons of God. And God is going to create men and women who are solution providers. In the last days, all men will come to the mountain of the Lord looking for solutions. That's what Isaiah 2 verse 2 really talks about. In the last days, we will come to the people will come to the mountains of the Lord looking for solutions, looking for how they're going to solve their problems. That's where you and I are going to be positioned in the last days. In these times, people are looking for what to do and how to do it. You will be the solution provider. You will be the builder of the wealth. You will be the inventor. You will be the wise man. You will be the visionary. You will be the restorer. You will be bold. You will be the wealth carrier. You will be the carriers of unusual wisdom and power. These are the times for you to emerge. These are the times for you to seek dominion. Your time is now. I'm talking about you watching this. There's no better time for you to fulfill the assignment that God is creating for you. You must understand that there are things that God is creating that only you can accomplish. If you don't discover it, nobody else will. So you must step into your place. You must enter into your now. You must find your reasons and deploy. This is Isioma Joyce, and I know that this was a blessing to you. This was a shifted lifestyle with Isioma Joyce, and we had a moment where we talked about vision and purpose. I hope this was a blessing to you. I hope this will continue to be a blessing to you. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day. Thank you.